Well, good morning, y'all. All right, y'all. So y'all know what it is. We headed out here to this little fence job. We're gonna make some money, and we're gonna knock the work out. And yeah, so the owner just called me and said he's not gonna be there, which is cool with me. I really had rather the owners not be there. The biggest thing with the owners being there, you know, and why I'm glad the owner's not there, is because of the fact that, well, they want to talk and they want to add stuff to the project and stuff. See, it's always like that on a skid steer job when you're doing multiple things. So I'm gonna pull up here to the stop sign here, and I want to check my trailer and everything, make sure everything is on point. So I got to make sure. All right, y'all. So, stoked about this job right here, though, y'all. Man, might not ever get out here, dude. I forgot today is Friday, man. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good this morning about everything. I'm so glad I got everything, you know, loaded and everything. We're good to go. Yeah, man. So Christian was early this morning. Good deal. I ain't heard from Bo. He called me last night, but you know, I ain't studying him, man. You really ain't got too much time to be playing with a guy like Bo on a job like this. See, what Bo would do on a job like this is he'd get out here and then he'd start acting a fool. And then, you know, I'm of the mindset that, well, you start acting a fool, then I'm gonna get you off the job. So, you know, and Bo has been like that on numerous jobs, you know, where he get out to the job and it's far away. You know, see, we're doing the lawns. You're not really on a job long enough to, you know, to screw anything up. But on a job like this, you can not really screw anything up, because Bo don't screw things up too. No, he just works harder than he has to. But when you bring Bo to a job like what we're going to, see, Bo is not a thinker, okay? Y'all know that. He doesn't think about nothing, you know, and he'll turn something that I'm trying to do in an organized fashion, he'll turn it into chaos. And then you say something to him, and when you say something to him on a job like we're going to, where we're far out, and he knows that, you know, it's going to cost me to get rid of him for the day, then he acts different. It might not be into a deep list of what to do, how to do, when, where, what, and all that, and expect Bo to do it that way. Once he starts doing the task, then he's going to do it the way his brain is telling him to do it, and that ain't never good on a skid steer job, because Bo is thinking from a menial labor viewpoint. He's not thinking from the viewpoint of what a machine can do and how to work with a machine. Bo has a hard time working well with others. He has a really hard time working with a machine, because he'll work harder than he has to. We'll have a skid steer out on a job, and Bo will be dragging branches, you know, a quarter mile. You know, when the skid steer's there, and I've been untold, if I make a pile, and I'll grab them with a bobcat. And next thing you know, I look up and Bo's dragging branches. You know, things like that, y'all. It ain't nothing, you know, hardcore or anything. But see, on a job like this, I normally would like to go to the job first, get started, and get everything, and get my brain wrapped around what we need to do and how we need to do it. And I did look at the video again last night, you know, on this job, and So, and the video really helped me too, y'all, to be honest. I mean, looking at that video that I did the other day where I'm, you know, walking down that fence line, that really made me grab a couple more tools that I wasn't thinking that we needed. One thing, I think that, but he does. You know, he'll get smart with you, and he'll pretty much dare you to, you know, send him on his way. So, you know, if you don't have a clear understanding and be able to explain what Bo is to do at a job, then you got a problem, because Bo's not gonna know what to do. I mean, if he did, then he wouldn't be Bo. So, but he can, you know, Bo will work hard. You just it's gotta be things that are familiar to him, and Bo does not take direction well. So you can't go. One thing that I may regret is us not, you know, me not bringing the brush cutter. I may regret that. But after looking at the video last night, I had already had everything loaded up. If I had it to do again, I will probably bring the brush cutter. I don't know where I'd put the damn thing, but I would have figured out a place to put it. You know. So, yeah, man. What I'm rocking with today, y'all, tool wise, and I might leave something out, but probably not. I got a couple chainsaws. I got one of my mid-size chainsaws too. I got a bicycle handle brush cutters just in case. I got ropes and chains. I got the skid steer. I got the grapple bucket. I got the smooth bucket. I also got the stump bucket. I got the new landscape rake, and I have the pallet forks. So we got everything that I can think of that we need, and that's the biggest thing about a job like this. If you get out here and you don't have everything, then you're gonna be working a lot harder. But I might regret not bringing the freaking brush cutter, the Bush Hog brush cutter, because after looking at the video last night, it might have been easier to go through, you know, after we pulled the fence out, to go through there and just with the brush cutter and brush all that stuff down, and then come back with the landscape rake. But I didn't bring the brush cutter, so, you know, or maybe a lawnmower, you know, one or the other. I might have should have brought one or the other. I don't know. I just ain't sure, man. You know, I don't know what to say. I just ain't sure. So, other than that, I think I got everything. You know, the profit margin on this job right here, well, the profit, you know, I should be able to profit after everything's paid, after Christian's paid, after fuel's paid, after everything's paid. I should be able to profit around $1,500, you know. So, I don't know. But you never know, y'all. I might get done with the skid steer. If I could get done with the skid steer over here today, that'd be super sweet. The owner's not going to be here. He won't be out here till tomorrow. So, you know, I may, and this is just my thinking, if I get close to getting done today, then I'm probably just gonna leave the skid steer out here and hide it somewhere out here in the woods. That's my thinking. Because see, tomorrow when he comes down, if we're already done with the job, that's good, right? But see, he may have some more work he wants to do to make more money. I mean, you know, I might be able to pull up, you know, snatch out a couple more stumps and blah, 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 blah for another $500, you know. So I'm seeing in the videos, I think YouTube has done something where people aren't getting the notifications, man. The views just dropped way off, man. I know y'all busy. But the views went from like 500 down to like 200. So I'm thinking that everybody's not getting notifications. Y'all check that if y'all can. I don't know, you know, what the deal is. YouTube plays games a lot of times with analytics and all, you know. All right, y'all, so just want to show y'all what we're working with today. We got the old truck. We got everything in here that we need. We got the Milwaukee hedge trimmers. We got just a weed eater, you know. We got mid-grade saw. We got a little saw, and I got another saw in my truck, the one I use, just in case. Of course, we got rakes and shovels and stuff. And you see we got, you know, there's the stump bucket back there. We got the flat bucket right here. We got a blower, and we got this, and of course we got the dump trailer, and we got the cooler back there in the back. Okay, so that's pretty much the tools that we have, the hand tools. Now, over here, y'all see, I'll make sure everything's chained down good. We got the grapple bucket. This is the old brush cutter, you know, old steel brush cutter. Runs good, man. Looks like hell, but runs good. So this is gonna be the first job that I've done with Christian outside of the lawns, you know. So we're gonna get a good grasp, a good feel for you know, what he knows and what kind of you know, practical knowledge he has, you know, that's not lawn care. You know, some guys can do the lawn really good, and then you get them out on something else, and they can't think. They don't. Well, they're just not. It takes a minute, and you know, and some guys can come out on these jobs right here. And if you can do these kind of jobs that we're doing here, you can do the lawns easy. And it's all about building a trust factor, you know. Well, where he kind of knows what I'm thinking, and I kind of know what he's thinking, and I got to be able to predict what he'll do in certain situations. And same thing for him. He's got to be able to predict what I'm thinking, you know. So, but we haven't worked together on a whole lot of. Well, we haven't been working together that long, you know. So we haven't worked together on a job like this, you know, yet. And this will be the first time that I've had a guy out here on a job like the skid steer, you know, skid steer work job, where they got some experience in being around the machine. You know, most of the guys that I've had come out here, you know, like before I hired Christian, I would have had to have Zach and Bo out here, both of them together. And then, you know, me being on them all day about what to do next, because they couldn't think, you know, outside of the lawn care, you know. And they're not, and Bo, especially Bo, Bo's got experience in all. If I had a choice of which one to have out here, Zach or Bo, it'd be Bo. Because Bo will do a much better job on the menial labor stuff, you know, I mean, Bo will do the busy work. You just, as a manager of people, you got to make sure Bo's in the best scenario for what he does best, and that's what you have to do with everybody that works for you or with you, or however you want to, you know, look at it. So, and that's true. All right, y'all. guys, so here we are. We're out here. We're just getting started on it. We're methodically cutting the fence. You know, not the actual chain link, but everything holding on. And I done went down through here and pretty much cut all this except for where all that grub is. There's big spiders and stuff, so I'm gonna get the machine off. And yeah, we've got to get things rolling, man, before I can get any good video, man. Because there's a lot of, gotta be thinking about what I'm doing, man. I don't want to run over nothing, tear nothing up or anything like that. So yeah, y'all. But I'm gonna pull the other truck up in here and bring it where it's facing back this way, and so I can you know, get ready to start loading the fence up. I mean, we've been here 10 minutes and we can start loading the fence up, dog. We are. So yeah. All right, guys. So I'm gonna set y'all up on the wheelbarrow here, and I'm gonna get on the skid steer. I'm gonna start pulling the fence off. There we go. Right, that's a perfect shot right there. All right, y'all. So we're cooking with gas over here for real. It might not look like it, but we're really getting it done. We really are getting it done. So a couple things. We had a little bit of a change of plan here. There's a lot more debris that's not metal on the ground than what you could see. There's landscape timbers, all kinds of stuff. So even though I have started putting some of the metal on the trailer, what I'm fixing to do, I'm fixing to dump that metal out of there because it's only like three you know, pieces of the mesh. And then we're going to use the dump trailer to load up all the stuff that's not metal, and so we can take it down to the woods. Because running the skid steer back and forth into the woods is down to the wood line down there. That's just going to take way too long. It'll be a lot easier if we can just load the dump trailer. And so I'm going to dump that out, right? Bring the truck around here and be aiming that way. And then we're going to start loading it up with stuff. And see, there's all kinds of stuff here that we didn't see, you know, and that's a part of doing a job like this. There's always some bullshit that you didn't see, that you didn't think of. Always. I got more tools here than we'll ever need, because I know that, you know, I know that I'm so glad we brought the dump trailer. The dump trailer is really gonna help us move things a little bit faster. But y'all see, this line right here is gone. This line right here is going to be, all this is gone. I took out a big tree, not a big tree, but you see the timbers and shit, just all kinds of shit in the way, man. So, how you doing, Christian? You making it, man? But it's just the two of us out here. And in hindsight, we're thinking we should have brought Bo or somebody else out here with us. And we may bring somebody out tomorrow. But But I still think that we can get this metal out here today, without a doubt. But you see, there's plywood, there's all kinds of shit in the way, and all this right here is ready to go. But there ain't no sense in us snatching it down until we can get some of this shit out of the way. And the water hose, I mean, you just name it, man. There's all kind of shit out here. I wonder if that's a good hose.
Looks like it.
You need a water hose? Yeah. But all this is up, we're getting the mesh. I mean, y'all see the machine is pulling that shit out pretty easy. And we may save the gate for Doc. All right, y'all. So y'all kind of see where we at. We got all the metal up, all the fencing out. I didn't get much video. We got hot on us out here, man, and boy, we're just trying to get this crap done, man. So we got the wooden fence out that we needed to. We got all the metal fencing out. We got both the buildings gone, and we got all the metal on the trailer right there. So yeah, we doing it, man. What time is it, Christian? About 2:30. And we leaving at 2:30. We got to strap that. Oh y'all, I just want to show y'all that I got to strap everything down. Peace out. So y'all saw a little bit of what we did. Just, man, I'll be honest, man. I just got too busy over there to be fooling with the camera, man. A lot more going on over there than what we thought. So, and that's why I'm glad I bid it a little bit more than like y'all told me to. Always something comes up. So we finna see how much metal we're gonna get. How much money in the metal. I don't know. If we get $150, I'd be happy, you know. Scrapyard, y'all, where they close at 4. And tomorrow I think I'm gonna maybe try to bring a lawnmower. And I was thinking about leaving the skid steer out there, but it's just too accessible, man. You know, if it was real wet or muddy or anything, then I probably would have just pulled it down in the woods. But I didn't leave the skid steer or the power rake. Now we got that metal. I hope that metal don't, you know. But Christian did good, man. You know, he's thinking like I'm thinking, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. When you come out on a job like this and you're trying to make a lot of money, you know, then you got to be thinking, man. You can't just be out there, you know. And Christian's thinking about what he's doing, so you know, that's good, you know. That's a good deal. Good deal for him. A good deal for me. All the metal's up and gone. All the wood fence is up and gone. Now it's just about, and I pulled a lot of the trees and stuff out of the fence line, you know. Tomorrow, what I would want to do is, I would like to be able to bring a lawnmower over here, you know. A lawnmower would make a big difference, and we may just do that. But Christian worked good, man. He really did. He worked good. He worked like he worked like he getting paid, you know. And that's, you know. See, as you get older, as I got older, I worked the same no matter what. Once I agree to the money that I'm working for, then it's up to me to put myself in a position to make money at that number. You know, if I'd agreed to $1,000 for this job, then I would have worked the same as if I'd agreed to $5,000. My work motto don't change because of money. I don't work any slower or any faster because of money. You know, I'm gonna do it logistically. I'm gonna do everything the same. You know, I've had some guys come out here and when they find out they ain't making that good of money, they were on this job. They work real slow and sorry. And if they're making good money on this next job, they're working real good. See, I'm working the same level all the time. You know, the good thing about me is that I own the skid steer, and I don't have to work that hard because the skid steer can generate enough money to where I can hire somebody to work on the ground, and I don't even have to get off the machine. I mean, that means I get to sit down all day and think and plot. You know, somebody got to do that. Why not Ray? Why can't it be Ray, y'all? Man, the good old days, man. Riding by my high school, y'all. Boy, I'd give anything to know what I know now when I was going to school. God, I'd be so much better off. I was so immature, man. Such a little brat. If I just knew half then that I know now, I'd be cooking with gas over there, man. A lot of firsts here at this school. A lot of first time everything. First real girlfriend, first car. A lot of firsts, y'all. First prom, last prom, you know, first football game. I mean, dude, a lot of firsts here. Christian impressed me today. He really did. He did good, man. He did good, you know. He worked as hard as he needed to work. Not too hard and not too light, and did everything that I asked him to do. And then some, really, you know. Because if you got, if for me, if I got a guy that'll come out here, but if a guy comes out here and he'll just do what I ask him to do, without a whole lot of fanfare, you see, Bo, he gives me too much grief. Zach, Zach always got something to say, you know. Zach just got a little bit too big for his britches. Zach thought that he was not disposable, you know, that he was irreplaceable. We're all replaceable, y'all. Me too. Me too. Definitely replaceable. But if a guy will come out here and do what I ask him to do, he'll find that we're not going to work long. You're not going to have to work as hard, and you're gonna have a relatively light day. Now, of course, it ain't always like that, but I usually don't take on jobs that require a whole lot of manual labor. I don't, because there's no money in it for me. I like to take on jobs with a skid steer and then have a guy on the ground supporting this machine. And Christian did that and then some. So now we gotta get the money for the scrap, and then we're gonna go to the house. We're gonna unload, get all the tools out of that truck. That truck's loaded with tools. It's got chainsaws and everything. And tomorrow I will probably bring just some hedge trimmers, chainsaws, and that's about it. You know. I think the owner's going to be pretty impressed with what we got done today. And I'll get better video tomorrow, because tomorrow I won't be so deep into thinking about things. One thing I had to do today is I started loading the metal up first, thinking, okay, metal. But then I realized, man, by loading the dump trailer up with metal, then we're making where we can't use the dump trailer for anything else on the job. And so as soon as I just thought for a second, I realized that if I had to take all that debris to the back there, to the woods that we were putting in the woods, one bucket at a time, we'd still be there doing that. I mean, we wouldn't have gotten nearly as done. I saw a shorter way to do things, and that's what I did, you know. It worked out pretty good, I think. I know I bet he's happy. Because worst case scenario, you know, he made $300 today. Best case scenario is around $450 or $500. We'll see what we get on the metal. He getting $900 plus half the metal. I think that's pretty freaking good. You know, I think it is. Man, y'all ain't gonna believe this shit, man. So all that scrap y'all saw in that trailer, $128 freaking dollars, y'all. What? Are you kidding me? Hell to the no, man. But yeah, you know, he did good today, man, and I'm grateful and thankful that we got a lot done over there, and that we're 80% done. So, you know, tomorrow's just going to be about, I'm not going to be thinking about, you know, fencing and metal and cutting metal and doing a lot of hand stuff. He'll probably have to trim some bushes for him over there, because that's, and I'll have the hedge trimmers for him to do, and he'll support the machine, you know, standing around on the machine and being able to do, you know, help me move stumps and stuff, you know, just basically clean up, man. Walk around with the wheelbarrow, picking up little stuff, you know, things like that. But the power rate's going to do a lot of that. That power rate, man, I mean, the power rate's going to change, is a game changer, y'all. For sure. But yeah. But anyway, y'all know what it is. It's Sammy Time Friday.